Hello, everyone. This is Lynn with Little Learner Printables. Welcome back. I hope you've been enjoying my presentation so far on early childhood development for preschool aged children. In today's presentation, we will continue exploring relationship skills. The focus for today is going to be on how to ask someone to play. I had originally planned to cover additional topics in this one presentation. However, this topic includes a great deal of important information. And to ensure that you're receiving the most meaningful and thorough guidance, I will be covering the remaining topics in separate presentations. So let's get started. Let's look at two key points. Learning how to ask someone to play is an important early social skill for preschool aged children 3 to 5. At this stage of development, children are beginning to move beyond playing independently and are becoming more interested in interacting with their other peers. However, they often do not yet have the language or the confidence to initiate those interactions. Please be mindful of your 3 to 5-year-old that is shy. They will need additional support. Teaching children how to appropriately ask someone to join in and play using simple phrases such as, "Can I play with you?" or "Do you want to play with me?" helps them take the first step in building friendships and engaging in cooperative play. This skill also supports the development of communication and social competence. When children learn how to approach others in a kind and respectful way, they begin to understand important social cues such as tone of voice, body language, and timing. They learn to wait for a response, listen to others, and respond appropriately. These early interactions lay the foundation for more advanced conversational and relationship skills as they grow, including turn taking, sharing ideas, and working collaboratively during group activities. In addition, learning how to ask someone to play helps children navigate acceptance and rejection in a healthy way. Not every invitation is going to result in a yes, and young children need guidance in understanding that this is a normal part of social interaction. With adult support, they can learn how to cope with disappointment, try again with another peer, or find an alternative activity. This builds resilience and emotional regulation, which are essential components of social and emotional development. This skill plays a critical role in helping children form positive peer relationships and feel a sense of belonging within a group. When children are equipped with the tools to initiate play, they are more likely to engage in meaningful interactions, develop friendships, and participate actively in their learning environment. Teaching and modeling how to ask someone to play creates a supportive foundation for cooperation, empathy, and successful social experiences in early childhood and school settings, home, and within the community. Here are 7 key points why this skill is so important. Number 1, build strong social skills. When children learn how to ask to play, they begin to initiate interactions with peers, join group activities appropriately, and develop early friendship skills. This is often one of the first steps in forming meaningful peer relationships. Number 2, supports language development. Using phrases like, "Can I play with you?" helps children practice expressive language, use complete sentences, and communicate needs and ideas clearly. These skills are critical for both social and academic success. Number 3, encourages positive relationships. Children who can appropriately enter play are more likely to be accepted by peers, experience positive social interactions, and build confidence in group setting. This leads to a stronger sense of belonging and inclusion. Number 4, promotes emotional regulation. Learning to ask to play also teaches children to control impulses instead of grabbing toys, manage feelings of excitement or frustration, handle both yes and no responses appropriately. These are key components of self-regulation. Number 5, children develop problem-solving skills. When children ask to join play, they begin to observe what others are doing, think about how to enter the play and adjust their approach based on the situation. This is building early social problem solving abilities. Number 6, prepares children for school readiness. In a preschool setting, children are expected to be able to work in groups, participate in centers, and engage with peers respectfully. Children who have this skill are more likely to transition smoothly into kindergarten, follow the classroom expectations, and experience fewer behavior challenges. And lastly, number 7, this reduces conflict and challenging behaviors. Without this skill, children may or they're more likely to grab toys, interrupt play, and become upset or withdrawn. Teaching them how to ask to play helps prevent arguments, frustration, and social isolation. So, what does this look like in children that are developing this skill? Children who are developing the skill of asking others to play will begin to show you clear, observable attempts to initiate interaction with peers. You may see a child approach another child or group, stand nearby, and use simple language such as, "Can I play?" or "I want to play too." At times, their attempts may be brief or hesitant, and they may need encouragement or prompting from an adult. Even nonverbal behaviors, such as holding out a toy, making eye contact, or smiling, can indicate early stages of this skill. If you do have a nonverbal child, ask on their behalf. This helps them with building language development and confidence, though not always nonverbal children tend to be shyer. As this skill continues to develop, children become more confident and intentional in their approach. They may begin to use more specific language, such as suggesting a role in pretend play. "Can I be the doctor?" Or offering an idea. "Let's build a tower together." They start to understand how to join ongoing play rather than interrupting it, and they may wait for an appropriate moment to ask. You will also notice improvements in their tone of voice and body language, showing friendliness and openness. Children developing this skill will also begin to respond more appropriately to others. If another child says yes, then they can join in and participate. If, however, the answer is no, they may still need support, but they are starting to learn how to manage that disappointment without becoming overly upset. They might seek out another peer, choose a different activity, or try again later, especially with gentle adult guidance. Overall, this skill looks like increasing independence in social situations, growing confidence in communication, and more positive peer interactions. Children become more engaged in cooperative play, form early friendships, and show a greater willingness to include others as well. These behaviors are demonstrating that they are building the foundation for strong social, emotional, and relationship skills. Let's take a look at 2 examples. Here's number 1. A 4-year-old child walks over to a group of children building with Legos. They stand nearby for a moment, watching, and then say softly, "Can I play too?" The child waits for a response. When the other children say yes, the child joins in and begins adding Legos to the structure. The child may still be a little unsure, but they are still using appropriate words, waiting, and successfully entering play with their peers. Let's look at example 2. A 3-year-old child is playing in the dramatic play area and sees another child pretending to cook. The child approaches and says, "I want to cook with you," while holding a toy pan. When the other child agrees, they begin playing together. If the child hesitates, the child looks to the teacher for reassurance, but stays nearby and tries again by offering, "I can make soup." This shows the child is learning how to initiate play and persist with gentle support. Both examples show children who are building confidence, using language to enter play, and beginning to understand how to interact appropriately with their peers. So, what does it look like in children that are struggling with this skill? Children who are struggling with the skill of asking others to play often have difficulty initiating interactions with their peers. So instead of using words like, "Can I play?" They may stand on the sidelines watching others without joining in, or they may wander between activities without fully engaging. Some children may want to play with others, but do not yet have the language or the confidence to approach. So their desire for interaction is there, but their skills are limited. You may also see children using ineffective or inappropriate strategies to enter play. For example, a child might grab toys, interrupt play, or physically insert themselves into an activity without even asking. This can sometimes lead to conflicts with their peers, as other children may perceive these behaviors as intrusive or unkind. In some cases, a child may rely heavily on adults to initiate interactions for them rather than attempting to ask independently. In these situations, more role play is highly recommended. Let's take a look at two examples. Example 1. A 4-year-old child sees a group of children playing with cars on the floor. Instead of asking to join, the child walks over, sits down, and grabs a car from another child. When the children protest, the child becomes upset and may cry or argue. The child wants to be included but does not yet know how to appropriately ask or enter the play, leading to conflict. Example number 2. A 3-year-old child stands near the dramatic play area watching other children play house. The child looks interested but does not say anything or attempt to join. After a few minutes, the child walks away and chooses to play alone with toys at a table. This child may lack the confidence or the language skills needed to ask to play and avoids the interaction altogether. Both of these examples show children who need support in learning how to use words, approach their peers, and enter play in a positive and socially appropriate way. Emotional responses can also be a key indicator. Children who are struggling with this skill may become easily frustrated, upset, and withdrawn when they are unable to join play successfully. If they're told no, they may cry, have a temper tantrum, or give up quickly and isolate themselves. Others may avoid peer interactions altogether to prevent these uncomfortable feelings, or prefer to play alone even when they would greatly benefit from social engagement. Overall, these children often show limited competence in social situations, difficulty using appropriate language, and challenges with understanding social cues. They may need explicit teaching, modeling, and consistent support to learn how to approach their peers, ask to join play, and respond appropriately. With guidance and patience, they can build the skills necessary to form positive peer relationships and participate more fully in group activities. Here are 4 ways a child can ask another child to play. Number 1, can I play with you? A clear and direct way to join in. This helps children practice polite communication. Number 2, can I have a turn, please? Useful when another child is already using a toy. This teaches patience and turn taking skills. Number 3, do you want to play with me? Invites the other child to join them. This builds confidence and social initiation. And lastly, number 4, can I build, draw, or play too? Connects directly to what the other child is doing. This helps children enter play in a natural and meaningful way. Let's look at 2 types of responses. When a friend says yes, and ways to respond to a no. Let's look at yes first. Number 1, yes, thank you, shows excitement and appreciation and reinforces polite social behavior. Number 2, let's play, helps the child move right into the activity, and this encourages engagement and cooperation. Number 3, what should we play? Invites shared decision making and builds early problem solving and communication skills. Number 4, you can go first, demonstrates kindness and turn taking that supports friendship building skills. Number 5, let's share. This encourages cooperative play, teaches fairness and social awareness. Number 6, I'll go get some toys for us. This shows initiative and inclusion and helps extend play opportunities. Here's a teacher parent tip for you. Model these responses during circle time or role play and consider using visual cue cards so children can see and practice the language daily. Let's look at responding to a no. Number one, okay, accepts the answer calmly, builds emotional regulations and respect. Number two, maybe later, keeps the interaction positive, teaches flexibility and patience. Number three, that's okay, I'll find something else to play. This encourages independence and helps children move on without the frustration. Number four, can I play when you're done? This shows understanding and turn taking and keeps the opportunity open. Lastly, number five, I'll ask someone else to play. This promotes social competence and encourages trying again with peers. Here's a teacher parent tip. Young children may feel disappointed when they hear the word no, so it is important to model calm responses, acknowledge the feelings. It's okay to feel sad, but we can choose kind words and practice through role play and visual cue cards. Now let's look at some storybooks that you can read to your children that support responding to no. Number one, waiting is not easy. This teaches patience and managing feelings when things don't happen right away. Great book for discussing waiting after being told no or not yet. Number two, Llama Llama Time to Share. Focuses on sharing and handling frustration when a peer says no. This book helps children understand fairness and turn taking. Number three, The Pout Pout Fish. This explores emotions and shifting from negative to positive feelings. Supports discussions about not staying upset after hearing the word no. Number four, When Sophie Gets Angry, really angry. This is one of my kids' favorite books. Shows strong emotions and healthy ways to calm down. This book is perfect for teaching children how to respond when they don't get their way. Number five, No Means No. Teaches respecting others' boundaries. Helps children understand that no is an acceptable answer. Number six, I Am Peace. This book encourages calm responses and emotional regulation. Helps children cope with disappointment appropriately. After reading these books, ask simple questions like, what did the character do when they heard the word no? What could they say instead? This helps children connect the story to real life social situations. And again, role play, role play, role play. Another great idea, set up a puppet theater. After reading one of these stories, get the kids to use puppets and act out the story. So now let's look at some activities that specifically support children in responding appropriately when a peer says yes to play. Number one, role play friendship scenarios. Materials needed are dramatic play props. The activity is children practice asking to play and responding with phrases like yes, thank you, or let's play. The skill focus is social language, confidence, and appropriate responses. Number two, partner play games. Materials needed are simple games, matching cards, board games, or puzzles. The activity is pair children together and prompt them to invite each other to play and respond positively. Skill focus, turn taking, cooperation, and verbal responses. Number three, build together challenge. Materials needed are blocks, Lego, or magnetic tiles. The activity, one child invites another to build, and they practice responding and starting play together. The skill focus is collaboration, communication, and shared play. Number four, shared art projects. Materials needed are large paper, crayons, markers, glue, and collage items. The activity is children work together on one art piece after inviting each other to join. Skill focus here is cooperation, inclusion, and positive peer interaction. Number five, turn taking movement games. Materials needed is a ball, beanbags, or hoops. The activity, children invite peers to play, want to roll the ball, and practice responding before beginning. The skill focus is social engagement, patience, and response skills. Number six, social skills circle time practice. Materials are visual cue cards with phrases. The activity, teacher models scenarios where a child says yes and children practice responding together. The focus here is language development and social emotional learning. Number 7, toy sharing stations. Materials needed are popular toys. The activity, set up small groups where children must invite and respond before joining play. The focus here is sharing, responding appropriately, and group play skills. And finally, number 8, puppet play conversations. The materials here are just puppets. The activity, puppets model asking to play and responding with excitement and kindness. The skill focus is understanding social cues and practicing responses in a fun way. Finally, I hope you enjoyed this presentation and that it was helpful. My next presentation will cover getting along with others, how to share an item, as I continue talking about relationship skills. Don't forget, please like, subscribe, and share. Happy teaching!